epic anime explanation time. Thunder breathing is one of the 5 main derivatives from sun breathing in the popular anime and manga Demon Slayer. Along with deriving from sun breathing, it also has one branch breath style, which is sound breathing, a signature breath style created and used by only Tengen Uzui, the sound pillar. The known users are Zenitsu Agatsuma, one of the main characters, Kaigaku, who was Zenitsu's senior, and Jigoro Kuwajima, who was Zenitsu's and Kaigaku's teacher. But through thunder breathing's movements, techniques, and abilities, it resembles thunder, with all its forms specializing in swift strikes and movements symbolizing the quickness of an actual lightning strike, even to the point of giving off the sound of thunder in its techniques. Most of its forms involve blinding fast speeds to close in on an opponent and slash their sword within the blink of an eye to overwhelm the enemy, and when utilized, the user visualizes themselves manipulating and controlling lightning as they slash their sword. Also, I need to note that the elements you see in the manga and anime in Demon Slayer aren't actually real and there, in case you didn't know. The lightning, fire, and water, for example, are all there for visual effect to symbolize each breathing style. So although when a user of thunder breathing uses their techniques, they do in fact emit the sound of thunder with the quickness of their techniques, but they aren't actually summoning lightning out of thin air. And another interesting detail about this style is that Zenitsu states that this form of combat focuses heavily on channeling strength through one's legs to maximize the output and speed given off in battle. But the origins of thunder breathing date back to the golden age of the Demon Slayer Corps, which was when Yurichi Sugakuni, the progenitor of all breath styles, joined the Demon Slayer Corps and attempted to teach all of his comrades sun breathing, but no one was capable of doing so due to lacking the raw talent of Yurichi. So instead, Yurichi honed in on each one of his comrades' strengths and weaknesses to teach them derivative breath styles that was later named by each user. And this is exactly how thunder breathing came to be as well, with the previous Thunder Hashira being the first to learn this breath style and passed it down generation through generation of Demon Slayers. But now, onto the best part, the forms. Thunder breathing has 7 known forms to it, but a very important disclaimer before I show you them is that forms 2 through 6 are all performed by Kaigaku as a demon, and are only shown and demonstrated while Kaigaku infused his blood demon art into his thunder breathing he learned as a human. So just keep in mind, all the forms you see performed by Kaigaku are not the actual original thunder breath forms, and are heavily enhanced by his blood demon art. But now that's out of the way, let's get into the demonstrations. The first form is Thunderclap and Flash, which is a fast dash forward with an extremely fast slash of the sword, resembling a strike of lightning. And then this style is different from the rest, and I have to point out that it also has 3 different variations, which is sixfold, which is basically the same thing but just stronger and faster, and performed 6 times in a row. And then there's eightfold, which is the same thing again, but 8 times in a row and just a buff in strength and speed. And then the last variation is called Godspeed, which is again the same thing, but just a boss move version of it, with it being the strongest of all of these augmented ones. This variation was even used against Muzan by Zenitsu, so that definitely is a testament to show how much of a buff this Godspeed variation is. But the second form is called Rice Spirit, which is where Kaigaku unleashes 5 electrified arching slashes at the same time. The third form is Thunder Swarm, which is where Kaigaku surrounds his target with numerous waves of electricity and sword slashes in all directions to slice his enemy. The fourth form is called Distant Thunder, which is another multiple lightning strike type of attack in several directions, except this form has a much longer range, attacking at a longer distance than the previous ones. Then the fifth form is called Heat Lightning, which is where Kaigaku unleashes one powerful concentrated electrified sword slash from a ranged distance that, if it hits, it sizzles the flesh of the target. The sixth form is Rumble and Flash, which is yet another long-ranged multiple lightning strike type of attack with no really kind of variation or uniqueness to it. If you haven't noticed, a lot of these are pretty similar and do basically the same thing, just at different ranges. But the last and final form, which is the seventh form, Flaming Thunder God, is Zenitsu's secret form that he created himself, which is essentially just his first form, Thunderclap and Flash, but a much stronger and faster version, with it consisting of a quick dash forward and a single powerful slash. Not the most diverse set of forms in the whole story, but hey, at least it stays consistent to the description of thunder breathing, symbolizing actual lightning, which is an extremely fast bolt anyways. So at least we got that. But with that being said, that is all you need to know about thunder breathing. Thank you all very much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.